Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our furry animals want to thank you so much for taking part in this consultation. And look at Ziggy go. Oh my gosh, he's so excited. He can't wait to tell all his friends. So what's got every single bird, cat, horse, dog, what's got them all so excited? Chickens, hamsters. Well, after the consultation, the Sentencing Council reviewed everyone's comments and they made changes in law. They clarified the law, and it's going to be great news. So even for those who are abused, and we're going to find out a lot more about how there's a correlation to those who are domestic abusers and those who abuse animals. So I've got a couple of clips that I want you to watch. One of them is so serious that I am going to put a disclaimer on it, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. So I'm going to stop the video before it gets to that part and just explain to you what happened, so that you don't have nightmares.
Man is facing animal cruelty charges here in Hillsdale County after videos began circulating on social media that appear to be him beating his dogs. Now, we want to show you these videos because we think it's an important part of the story, but we do want to warn you, these may be disturbing to watch.
From all the way over there, you could hear it clear as day in here.
These videos were taken.
So I stopped it right there because, as you can see right here on the screen, if you watch this video, it's very hard to pick up, but there's a couple of times you see a child swinging on a swing when the assumedly a father or whoever the person is punching the dog really badly, dragging the dog. It is just so difficult to watch. I have left links if you do want to watch it, but I do caution you. So the new guidelines that will come into effect on the 1st of July 2023 will include a higher culpability to those who commit these horrible crimes to animals, and if they are committing these crimes in front of children, there will be this higher culpability with aggravating factors, which we'll hear about in just a minute. Now, this is really great news because an article in the National Centre for Domestic Violence, an organization in the UK that highlights a very definite link to those that commit abuse to animals and those who commit domestic abuse. In one study, they found that almost 9 out of 10 households who experienced domestic abuse said that their animals were also abused by the perpetrator. And listen to this. 94% of the animals that were given as gifts, the animal was abused, which they say evidence the fact that animals are used by the perpetrator to control and coerce the victim survivor, for example, saying that they will kill the pet. So the good news, the article is also promoting that Dogs Trust launched the Freedom Project to offer support for dog owners who need to escape domestic abuse. And the project works in partnership with Cats Protection, Paws Project, Endeavour, and Refuge for Pets, and provides foster homes for pets so that victims of domestic abuse can leave their abusive relationships knowing that their furry babies are safe. Well, I sure didn't know that information. The new guidance will be terrible either way, and this means that if there's extensive abuse to the owners that cause, emotional harm, and to children, or if they promote cruelty to animals on social media, then this would be under the aggravating factors, and there is broad allowances for the judges to sentence at their discretion. So this discretion will allow the Crown Court and the Magistrates' courts to determine the offense category by weighing up the culpability. If you imagine high culpability, for example, repeated incidents, this would be at the higher end of the 5 years, maximum 5 years incarcerated. The medium culpability would be a deliberate attempt to cause suffering using cruelty or neglect. This could be failing to seek treatment for the animal. The lower culpability could be, an example, the offender was well-intended, but the offense resulted in incompetent care. Then within these three categories, which would be the starting points, all offenders, irrespective of a plea or a previous conviction, an example would be the harm caused to the animal. It includes emotional harm to the animal and the suffering to humans, which we talked about. This is where emotional distress or financial loss has been caused to the owners, including an offense committed in front of children, which we talked about, or using social media to promote cruelty. And this is under aggravating factors, which, as we mentioned, will make it more serious. Also important to remember that there will also be fines, and the highest being 600% of a weekly income. For example, if you earned £350 a week, the fine could be £2,100. And the lowest fines will be 50% of a weekly income. And be mindful of, you'll have to pay court fees, and there'll be additional legal representation fees. So I've left all the links below if you want to know more about that. I've also left a link below so that you can find out what happened to these dogs, as it's a very wonderful story, and I'm going to play a little clip of it, as it does warm the heart that there are so many good people out there.
Police responded to Willison's address the same day. Records show Willison admitted to, quote, striking his dog, but told the trooper he was disciplining his dog for running away. Meanwhile, those videos continued to spread, eventually reaching Amanda Ringler.
It just killed me. Quite literally, I was probably sobbing for an hour.
She then stepped in to try to stop the alleged abuse.
The very next day that I saw the video, someone had posted that the owners were willing to surrender the dogs.
In late February, Amanda drove to pick up 4 of the dogs to give them a new home. But when she got there, law enforcement told her the dogs would be placed at the Branch County Humane Society. As for Cody, he was arrested on April 3rd for 3 misdemeanor charges for animal cruelty.
She's so photogenic.
It's been 3 months, but Alyssa says she still has flashbacks from that day. She will never forget what she saw, what she heard. Now, she holds her own dogs a little tighter.
Well, I hope you found today's video interesting, and information is power. Why not subscribe and watch more of our videos? If you need legal help, contact legal-minded friends. Why not watch some of our other videos? We have a variety of playlists you may be interested in, and as always, there are timestamps so you can jump straight to the area of interest that you have.